Hello and welcome to K-Dramas for Joy. My name is Wendy, and today I'm going to be sharing with you Alchemy of Souls Part 1. It's starring Lee Jae-wook and Jung So-min. It's an original screenplay written by the Hong sisters, who also wrote Hotel Del Luna. I haven't done a show on that yet, but that is upcoming because I love that show. It's so good. There are 20 episodes in this season. They are each between 60 and 90 minutes long, and I'll put the subtitles here. Netflix calls this an imaginative, intimate, emotional story, suitable for ages 13 and up. I'm going to agree with 13 being old enough for sure. I would say 11 is even old enough because there isn't anything truly scary or shocking in this series. It's good. I mean, it's really, really well done. The monsters are like zombies, but not really, so they're not super scary, I think. And the violence is mostly martial arts. There's also some sword fighting in there, which does get a little bit of blood, but not a lot. It's not gory, right? It's not gory. So I would say 11 if you needed to know that. But Netflix says 13 for their legal reasons, I'm sure. The Alchemy of Souls is the name of a sorcery spell that allows the user to swap souls with someone else without consent, right? So it switches your bodies, and then it marks you with this blue patch on your upper shoulder so that everybody knows whether you switch back or not, doesn't matter. You're always marked with that. And whether you switch back or not, you're also set up where your body is using up its own energy and you're going to go wild, which means you're going to turn to stone and die. And the only way to not turn to stone once you start going wild is to suck the energy out of someone else, killing them. So yeah, it's a forbidden spell. Our main character is Jang-uk, and he is a mage. He's the son of the High King's mage, the late High King. So he's the son of the late King's High Mage. There we go. And when he was born, his mother died, and then his father took off. So before he took off, his father cut off Uk's magic. So the flow of energy that allows him to do magic so that he couldn't become a mage. So Uk spends his life going through all these different masters. He goes through 12 different masters, mage masters, trying to get someone to reopen his flow of energy so that he can become the world's greatest mage and show up his father, pretty much. Our lead heroine, Naksu, is an assassin for the bad guys. She ends up having to use the Alchemy of Souls to switch her body so that she doesn't get caught, like she's trapped, and ends up in the body of a poor blind girl named Mudoki, or Mudok. So that's a fun thing they play on throughout the show, is that she's in this super weak body. She's this elite assassin who had all these massive spells, and now she's in the body of a powerless girl. She's no longer blind when she switches over. She gets to keep that. But she doesn't take her powers with her, and she's weak. The body is weak. So that's kind of a fun thing that they play on. So Jang-uk and Mudoki end up meeting in town at the I want to call it a brothel, but it's more than that. It's more like the clubhouse. I don't know. Where she is just arrived in town and is hiding. And he sees that she is a soul shifter. So he instantly recognizes who she really is and ends up buying her to be his servant in the hopes that she'll be his master and release his flow of energy so that he can learn these spells. So while our two lead characters are working through this relationship between them and her trying to get her magic back and him trying to get his magic back, we also have the mystery of who's doing these Alchemy of Souls. Who is the leader of the bad guys? Who is Naksu working for? She doesn't even know. So we're trying to find that out and stop it, right? There is a cast in this. I absolutely love the cast in this. So the friends group is really what makes this show for me. We have his childhood friends who are Sol-yu, who is the straightforward, honest friend, perfect in everything he does. And his cute little quirk is that when he gets flustered, he loses his sense of direction. So he'll just kind of take off and go wander because he doesn't know where he is. That's his cute little quirk. And the other one is Dang-gu, who is the nephew of the current leader of the mage school, which is called Sangrim. And he's the mischievous, always wants to help people, especially in matters of love. Very, very kind, very funny guy. I like that character. The actor does it perfectly. And then there's Jinmu, who is the daughter of the Jin family, who's another, there's 4 strong families, right? So the So family, the Dang family, and the Jin family, and the Jang family. I know, it's confusing. It doesn't confusing the show, it's just confusing when I say it. So Jinmu is the younger daughter who is dutiful and kind, but always living in the shadow of her older sister who disappeared. I could go on about this cast. I love this cast. There's so many great characters in this. They're written well, they're performed well, they're acted, I mean, the actors are adorable. I think they all fit perfectly. Okay, so we've gone over what the main story is about and what our goals are with the story. But there's so many more characters in this show that are absolutely phenomenal, and you learn to love them. One is Prince Gohan. I love this character. You're going to love this character, but he has me completely obsessed now with golden toads. Yeah. I want to find little golden toad earrings. I think that would be really cute. So Prince Gohan, there's maidservant Kim, who is the adoring housemaid of the Jang family, who takes care of Jung-uk through his entire life. So she's like his mom, basically. She was his mother's servant, and then the mother passed away at his birth, so she's like his mom now, and she just adores him, and it's so cute. And then she has a relationship with Park Jin, who is the leader of Sangrim, and he is so awkward, and the actor pulls this off perfectly. He is so awkward and clueless when it comes to anything emotional. He's just very like straightforward and no, but yes, and what do you mean? But it's also an adorable way, but also frustrating. And then there's the grandfather archetype, who is Hyo-yeom, who is part of the So family. He runs the medical center in Sangrim. And oh, he is mischievous. He is so adorable. His little pink cheeks just cracks me up. You just gotta watch it. It's awesome. And one more is Master Lee, who's also adorable, and he brings that Obi-Wan Kenobi feel into the show, which is kind of fun. You know, I'm leading but from afar. I'm invested, but I'm not really there. That kind of stuff, which is adorable. I love it. So like I said in another video, and I think earlier in this one, I almost didn't watch this show because the first 15 minutes were a little off-putting for me. But then we did that 20-year jump, and I totally got into it. By the end of the first episode, I was absolutely hooked. I have some interesting tidbits about the actors in this. So originally, Lee Jae-wook turned this show down because he didn't think he could do it justice. So after you watch it, or as you're watching it, imagine it not being him, because I think he's absolutely perfect for this role. And then Hwang Min-hyu, who plays, I'm sorry, I have to look up the names because I'm so bad with names in general, who plays So-yul, was originally a K-pop star in the band Newest, and he has a beautiful voice. I was walking and listening to music one day, and one of his songs came on, and I was like, wow, this is absolutely beautiful. So I had to look it up, and I was like, oh my god, it's So-yul, no way. So yeah, so he's a K-pop star. I highly recommend finding some of his music on YouTube as well. There are sets from this show that you can visit if you're in the Seoul area. Well, you know, if you're in South Korea, I should say, because, you know, I say the Seoul area, but I'm from Los Angeles, so for me, a 3-hour drive is nothing. But to everyone else in the world, that seems like a long distance. So there is the Love Tree. That is where Naksu and So-yul meet as children with the bird whistle. That tree that they meet in is 400 years old and part of a state park, and you can visit it. It is about a 45-minute drive from Seoul, so not too far. There is the massive outdoor set that they built for this show. I think it was $10 million to build this set, but I mean, it's beautiful. Look at some of the pictures of this set. I'm absolutely amazed at the detail work they did, but it makes sense if they're going to use it for multiple shows. So I think it's absolutely gorgeous. You can visit this set. Tickets are under $10 per person, and it is located at the address I will put on the screen now. And then there is another open set studio you can visit. I do not know what ticket prices are, but you can also visit this one, which I think is pretty amazing. And here are some shots and the address for this one. So if you're in the Seoul area within 2 hours, there are some sets you can visit and go and live your K-drama fantasies through Alchemy of Souls and probably other shows. I haven't looked up yet to see what other shows have been filmed there. So if I run across another one that I do a video on, I will definitely mention that and maybe do a whole video just on that. If you would like some recommendations on shows to watch based on the actors in this one, I would recommend for the character who played Mudoki, Jung So-min, I would recommend her in Love Next Door. She's very good in that. And if you would like to see one with our Jang-uk, Lee Jae-wook is in the show Do Do Sol Sol La La Sol, which is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And it's super emotional. I will be doing a video on that one. It's not one that I can watch multiple times because, oh my gosh, I cried like several times during that show, but it's really good and he's very impressive as an actor. So, as always, fighting! You got this. Bye for now.